What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be looking at the 3 most important campaigns that all brands should be using inside of their Facebook ad accounts. I'm going to walk you through the 3 specific campaigns, the ad sets, the creatives, how we have these generally structured and set up, and how you can do the exact same for your brand. So before we dive into this, guys, as always, you can drop a like, subscribe, share this with someone that finds it interesting. It helps with the algorithm. As always, if you're interested in working with myself and my team, we offer manage paid ads, email and SMS marketing, conversion rate optimization, and user-generated content. All of those links are in the description, but without further ado, guys, I'm going to walk you through the 3 most important campaigns, as I mentioned, that pretty much every single brand should be utilizing inside of their Facebook ad accounts. So the first campaign that you should be utilizing inside of every single one of your accounts, you can probably label it like this as well outside of the NU for new reach and the date, but you're going to want to utilize a prospecting ABO campaign. Now, what this means is a prospecting, right, top of funnel ad budget optimization campaign. And this specific one that I've taken a screenshot of has spent in a 30-day period $120,000 with a 2.27x return on ad spend, generating the brand $273,000, $25 cost per acquisition, and a $58 average order value. Now, what does this look like? We are utilizing this campaign, guys, as our top of funnel. This is where we're injecting a lot of our traffic, and you'll be able to see here right on the left-hand side. Again, this is essentially the ad sets inside of the campaign. Now, for this specific brand, we just have a ton of ad sets, and you can actually set the budget. The whole point of an ad budget optimization is that each of these individual ad sets in this screenshot here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think there's actually 104 ad sets here. And what's happening is we're allocating budget to each individual ad set. I don't believe there was 104 live, but as you can see, these are generally pretty broad. They're going to be customized to the brand in a majority of different ways, right? So these are like broad with a specific UGC creator. We're advertising, a sport case. We're advertising a fall collection. We're advertising an Apple Watch. We're advertising a ton of different things. And this is where we're allocating the individual budget depending on the individual performance. You can see here, we've spent in this one campaign across all of these ad sets, as I said, $120,000, $273,000 generated back in return. Now, the only difference between all of these ad sets is going to be generally the targeting, right? But most of these are pretty broad to a degree. They may have like 1 or 2 interests added, really depends on what we're targeting. And then each of these individual ad sets have their own budget allocated, right? So this one will be spending $50 a day. This one could be spending $2,000 a day. And you can sort of see that here, right? Where we have certain ad sets that have spent $10,000, $10,000, $11,000, $23,000, and then some that have spent $1,000. Some of them have the absolute highest return. And so the reason is because we're allocating the budget specifically to these ad sets based off performance. And then inside of each of these individual ad sets, we're generally running with, I would say, 3 to 4 individual creatives. And as you can see, if I zoom out here, we have the campaign, we have the ad sets, and then we have the individual creatives inside of each ad set. So if I were to go ahead and open up this broad collab, there would be 3 to 4 individual creatives that we're testing here. And what happens here on the ad set level is that you're actually unable to control the budget per creative. So we're giving Facebook 3 to 4 creatives to test, and you can see 2 of these seem to be a winner. They spent pretty much $5,000 each. This one has spent $154 with 1.79x return. So Facebook is doing an excellent job there in terms of allocating that budget. And then, as I mentioned, inside of each of these ad sets is pretty much this, just replicated with 3 to 4 creatives for that individual ad set. And generally inside of our client accounts, this campaign, our prospecting ABO, is utilizing a very large majority of the budgets as far as not only overall daily budget, but overall the actual scaling budget. Now, the second campaign to this is actually going to be sort of similar, but on a little bit different scale. I'm going to show you why. So the second campaign here is going to be a pretty much top of funnel CBO campaign. Now, the difference is what we're utilizing here is a campaign budget optimization structure. So instead of us giving the budget individually to each of these ad sets, we're giving the overall daily budget to the entirety of the campaign. And then depending on the actual number of ad sets that we have inside of here, and based off of performance, Facebook will make that decision as to where to allocate that budget per ad set. And generally, we're using CBO campaigns for proven winners, right? So when we have found a winning ad set and audience, we'll move that over to the CBO, scale it up. Once we've found winning creatives, you're right, we're moving that into the winning ad set, so on and so forth. And you can see, and this is during the exact same month, right? So comparatively, the ABO spent $120,000 20 grand, the CBO spent 150 grand with $420,000 return and actually even a higher return on ad spend, right? $21 cost per acquisition at a $59 return on ad spend. And you can see inside of here, pretty much doing the exact same thing. But generally, guys, as you can see, right, pretty much same structure inside of each of these CBO ad sets. We're probably running 3 to 4 different types of creatives. Facebook is allocating the budget accordingly. You can see there's 3 winners inside of this specific one. And this one is performing really high, but it's only spent $85. So hopefully Facebook starts to scale that a little bit. Generally, we're using this campaign as more of a scaling campaign inside of each ad set. So once you do have a winner, right, of course, you do want to scale up in your ABO, but once it's reaching probably around $1,000 a day, I think you can move that over to its own ad set inside of its own CBO and really allow it to scale that way. Last but not least, if you're not aware and have not been using these sort of campaigns, Advantage Plus campaigns, first of all, guys, you can remove the exclusions in the majority of these campaigns. So depending on the size of your audience, you can use a specific retargeting campaign, but just removing those exclusions will allow your pixel to utilize the data that it has and allow you to start targeting those people simultaneously. And so with an Advantage Plus campaign, this is just another way for Facebook to allocate your budget at scale, allowing you to really have your hands off of the work, so to speak. And I'm going to show you what I mean. So within this same time frame, guys, this Advantage Plus campaign spent $74,000, generated $182,000 in return, $24 cost per acquisition, a $59 average order value. Here it's very simple. All you're utilizing is creative at scale. So it's one campaign, one ad set, completely broad. We're removing all exclusions. We're allowing ourselves to retarget. And then here, we're going to be running with probably upwards of like 6 to 7 different winning creatives and interchanging them out based off of performance. You can see these creatives are performing extremely, extremely well. And so right now, this is a great way for, again, us to not only allocate budget to the top of funnel, but as a way to retarget our customers on the website and on our social platforms. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're running Facebook ads right now, definitely make sure that you're getting these set up inside of your account: a prospecting ABO campaign, a prospecting CBO campaign, and then an Advantage Plus top of funnel, but also a little bit of retargeting there once you remove the exclusions. So let me know in the comments how this works out for you guys. Again, as always, you're interested in working with our team, link in the description to work with us on paid ads, email and SMS marketing, conversion rate optimization, and user generated content. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.